you spent money as a local service-based business trying to run Instagram ads, but they didn't end up working. And it's not because ads just don't work, it's because you set them up wrong. So whether you're a contractor, construction owner, cleaning service, junk removal, anything like that, I promise you, you can run ads correctly. And so what I'm gonna do in this video is break down the top 5 reasons why your ads aren't working and how you can fix that. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I talk to a lot of business owners, and these are the top 5 things that I've seen in terms of why their Instagram ads did not work. So you are probably in the same boat as them. And so I'm going to show you exactly what you need to fix at the end of this video. And I'm going to show you the top 5 reasons why your ads didn't work out. I commend you for trying ads, but again, it's a skill that you have to learn. And so I want to help you actually learn the skill so that you can make money yourself. So let's get into it. The number one reason is that you just boost your reels. Now, you may have some content on your page already, and you may have a video that did well, or maybe you just think that boosting a reel will make your video do better. But that's not how it works. So what you're really doing is just wasting money if you're boosting a reel and it was not meant as an ad. If you're just boosting a reel, you're doing a ton of bad things. And so I know that little blue button right here is so tempting. You're like, this will get me leads, but it usually just ends up getting you more followers, which is something that you don't really want. Followers doesn't mean you're getting more leads, doesn't mean there's more money in your pocket. So what boosting really does and how this hurts you and the consequences of boosting an ad, there's no control over the audience and the targeting. There's no real objective. You're just paying, for more attention. And it's not the right attention, right? Because you don't have a good ad. And that comes to the last point, which is your reel is not an ad. It's not something that is going to get you leads. So you're paying for more attention to that post, but it's not the right attention. And so moving on to number 2, we just have no clear offer or call to action. So what I mean by this is you need to have a good offer and a call to action to be able to get more people enticed in what you are offering, right? What you have. So the whole point of this is that if you don't have this, well, people are going to either scroll past your video or they're going to watch a little bit of it and they're going to be like, well, I don't know what to do. Like, they're going to see the video, and if they watch it to the end, they have no idea what you're offering. They have no idea what to do next. And that's a problem because you need to be very clear on what you're offering and your call to action. So people need a simple step. What do I do next? And that will get more people to your page. That will get more leads to your page. And that is how you're going to start scaling up. So what a good offer will look like is follow us to see how we can transform your backyard into your dream living space. Follow us to see how easy it is to finally clean up your home. Talking about like junk removal. These are just examples, right? Follow us and we'll show you the steps to finally feel good in your body again. And so those are all good offers because what are we doing? We are offering, in the back end, transform your backyard into your dream living space, or finally clean up your home, or steps to finally feel good in your body again. So those are all offers, even if they're not like, call us today. Nobody really wants to hear that anymore. So these are now the offers you want to be offering to the people that are watching your videos and your reels. It's not a hard sell that we want to do anymore. That's not what we do. Like those times are over. What we want to do is have a soft sell. And so it's not really selling in the first place, but this will get you leads because if somebody does want to transform their backyard into a dream living space, well, they're going to follow you. And so that will be a potential lead. And then the call to action is just to follow you, right? So you're building a brand while you're also being able to get leads. It's an offer and a call to action combined. And so with a bad offer and call to action, what that looks like is just saying, hey, we do pressure washing. Call us today at whatever your number is. Please stop doing this. Please stop doing this. And then get $99 off your first cleaning. That may be good for a different type of ad, but not for an ad where you're just trying to get leads straight up. So those are bad offers, call to actions. Stop doing those. Those don't work anymore. And what we want to do is, again, we want to just get people to trust us first. So make sure that we don't sell in our ads. You have to build the trust first, especially if you're a luxury service or your service is very high ticket. Nobody's just going to pay you thousands of dollars because you say, "Hey, 100, we'll take off 10%." Nobody's doing that. But what they will do is once they trust you, once they like your personality, they're going to see that and they're going to be like, okay, well, yeah, I think I want to work with you, and that's when they pay you 10,000, 20,000, $30,000. But other than that, they don't just pay you money because you say, "Hey, we'll take 10% off." They just don't do that. So give people a clear offer and call to action first, and then you can sell later. So number three is you talk about yourself. Most of your videos, most of your ads, they're all just me, I. That's not what we want. Because if you're going to be doing that, then people are going to just scroll by. Like nobody really cares about you. And it may be harsh, but nobody cares about you because they don't trust you or like you first, right? They'll start caring about you, start caring about your life. Once they start liking you and trusting you, then they start caring about you. And so what you don't want to do is just talk about yourself. So you don't want to say, "We've been in the area for 10 years," or let me start from the beginning. "Hey, this is John from Mirview Painting. We've been in business for 10 years and we are dedicated to helping homeowners out here in the Mirview area. We've helped over 1,000 people and we know how to confidently paint your house." Like nobody cares. It's all me, I. Nobody cares about that. What you should be doing is giving proof and talking about pain points and speaking to people in terms of what problems are they facing, what pain points are they facing, and talk about those. You don't need to talk about yourself, just talk about those. But why I will say this will lead me into this, next item and why your ads aren't working is that you also have no proof. So it's a little bit tricky. You don't want to talk about yourself, but you also don't want to have no proof because then guess what? People aren't going to trust you because of that. So here's what you need to do. You need to add proof in, and I'm going to show you what worked for my clients, what's worked for me, and how, I run my ads and how I help them run their ads so that there is proof so that they can get people to trust them. So again, if you have no proof in your video, why would somebody trust you with their money? It just doesn't make sense. It goes a long way with Instagram ads because people are going to click on your profile. They're going to see what you're doing, and they're also just seeing you for the first time. So if you can't build trust like that instantly, they're not even going to follow you, which is what you want because they can be a potential lead. So what I've been doing for my clients and what I do for myself is make sure that we film at a job site. So for me, I make sure that I film in my local area in the DMV. I will go to DC to film because that's proof that I'm in this area. And so for them, for my clients, it's a little bit different. So what you want to do is film at a job site because that shows that you're working with people. So this is my client Kevin over here to the left. We filmed at one of his clients' homes, and so he was building a deck for her. And in the ad, we actually talked about building the deck. So now people know we work with others, and they know that, hey, like if I wanted a deck, I should definitely go to Kevin. But they also know, look, he does other stuff. And so that's the thing. You want people to know that. And then with Jeff over here to the right, we filmed at, again, another home. He was just doing a pressure washing job for them. But that let people know that he is actually working and he has experience. And so that is how you can add proof in without saying, "We've been in business for 10 years." And then here's the thing, like, it's not bad to say we've been in business for 10 years, helped over 1,000 people. You just don't want to say it, first, right off the bat. So this is how we have been able to do it without, just yelling, "Hey, we do this, we do XYZ." We're able to just show it through the video that we're working on people's homes and that we have proof. of working on people's homes. So that's another reason. Again, just film at a job site because it instantly shows people watching that you are actively working with others. That's really all that we want. And then moving on to the fifth problem and fifth reason why your Instagram ads are not working is there's no follow-up system. So basically running the ad is only 25% of the work, but what good is the ad if you can't actually reach the leads and you're not actually converting people into a phone call? Like there's no point of that. So I'm going to show you my exact structure to convert people into leads and why I teach all my clients. It's literally the same structure that I use for my own business. And this is how I'm able to, have leads every day. And I'm booking around 30 calls a month right now. So this is exactly what you would need to do for your own business. And so what I call this is just a Growthly conversion framework. Growthly is my business name, but all you have to do is something very simple. It's just DMing people, reaching out to people. So all your followers, all the people that like, all the people that comment your reels, your posts, your ad, anything like that, you need to be reaching out to them. And all the followers that you have right now, they may be potential clients and you've just never reached out to them. I promise you, there's some people in your following that you have no idea would buy your services because they just like your stuff or watch your stuff over and over and over again. So you need to be hitting those people up. But when we're talking about just running ads, this is how you would do it. But also, again, if you're just reaching out to the followers, this is how you would do it as well. So the initial message would be something like this. Hey, whoever their first name is, thanks for the follow. I really appreciate the support. And then the 10-second rule. So the 10-second rule is something I just use to personalize, conversations more. So I want to show people that I actually, care and that I actually am not a robot and I'm not AI and I actually care about the person I'm talking to. And so what I do here is I'll use a 10-second rule. I'll go to somebody's page. I'll look to see if there's something I can relate to, and I will relate to that. Hey, looks like you just went to the Bahamas. I love the Bahamas. Great place. That's very cool. Something like that. And then you'll ask, how long have you been out here in the DMV? So these are just three separate messages, right? You are going to ask the first message, which is, hey, first name, thanks for the follow. You're going to say that first message and then you're going to send it. And then right after, you're going to do the 10-second rule, find something you relate to. You're going to send that as well. And then how long have you been out here in the DMV? You're going to send that next. So that is literally going to be the whole first initial message that you send. So three separate messages that you will send um, because you want to end off with a question so that people actually respond. And then they're going to respond. And then you just want to acknowledge what they say. So say 5 years, 10 years. What you just want to say is nice. So that's been quite a while, or nice. Yeah, we've been out here for 5 years, 10 years as well. Something like that. Just acknowledge it, like have a conversation with people. And so then after that, you can ask, were you looking for any services? So what I would do is make sure you always do this part first up here. Always do the initial message part first because that is going to be the thing. You don't want to sell right away, but that's going to be the thing that helps you get the responses. And then you can ask, do they need your services? And if they say yes, then you just ask for a phone number to book a quick call. You book that call, go out there for an estimate. And that is how I've been able to help Jeff, how I've been able to help Kevin, I showed you their ads and what we did for them, how they've been able to get leads even throughout the slow season, how they've been able to get leads and, go out to do estimates and everything like that. And it's really just through a simple conversion framework like this. So remember, speed is everything. So try to message leads within 5 minutes. And what I like to say is the business owner that follows up the fastest goes on more vacations, meaning they just make more money. So they're able to take breaks and go on more vacations more. So what I want to do is show you what the funnel just looks like in its entirety. So this is again the growth funnel. And basically you can think of it as a upside down triangle. So what we're talking about here, the top of funnel ads, I don't want to get too technical here, but top of funnel just means you're bringing in people that haven't seen your business before, haven't seen your face before. it's a cold audience. They don't really know about you. So top of funnel, you're just going to have that ad running so that more people know who you are. The middle funnel, that's just the nurturing stage. So, your reels, your videos, everything like that to nurture people to get them to trust you. And then bottom of the funnel, that's booking calls and that's closing calls, which leads to the money. So what you want to do is just get people from not knowing who you are all the way down to this bottom funnel. And that's, by making videos, by reaching out to people, running ads, that's how you're going to get people down to the bottom and following up with them, everything like that. And so you want people to be able to convert within 1 to 2 months. And there's obviously going to be people who want to buy straight away, but you want to get somebody who's a cold lead. If you can convert them in 1 to 2 months, you're doing really, really well. So especially if you have a super high ticket offer, it works pretty well. So again, it also doesn't take too much money. $20 to $30 a day on ads, that can help you get leads consistently. But you have to remember that you're running a real ad, just like the third thing says right here. Make sure you're running a real ad. And then also don't stop running the ad randomly. But if you've been struggling to get consistent leads and you've tried running ads, well, here, I hope that this video helps you. And I hope you can start running some more profitable Instagram ads, making money. And if you don't want to do that yourself, then just click the link down in the description. You can book a call with me and my team, and then I can run you through exactly what it would look like to actually set the system up for your business. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got a whole bunch of value from this, and I will see you guys in the next video.